One of the fundamental tools of science is taxonomy. Taxonomy, also known as classification, is what enables us to keep the descriptions of possibly complex phenomena simple. We have complex phenomena, complex concepts, and in particular concepts with many possible variants, and we organize them into classifications, into hierarchies, in order to have simple, manageable descriptions. This is, for example, what zoologists do when they tell us that a whale is a special case of a mammal, which is a special case of an animal, which is a special case of a living being, and of course there are many other intermediate steps that I'm skipping here. So we do the same in software. We also deal with concepts that have many possible variants, and we need to have some order in managing and describing these variants, and for that we use inheritance, which is our form of taxonomy. Inheritance has the single inheritance variant and the multiple inheritance variant. We're going to include both, and actually the same basic concepts apply in both cases, but we're going to start with examples of single inheritance, meaning the case in which a concept is described as a special case of one other concept. So in our case, of course, the concepts are going to be classes, and we'll say that one class inherits from one other class. And then when we move on to multiple inheritance in a later lecture, we'll have one class inherit from two other classes or maybe more. We start with single inheritance. The first of the three sub-lectures that make up this lecture is devoted to the basic concepts of inheritance, and we will see that a class can inherit from another one, meaning acquire its features and its other properties. The second sub-lecture is devoted to polymorphism, a very powerful and elegant mechanism which gives a lot of flexibility to the type system by enabling a variable to denote at runtime objects of many possible types, not just of one type. And we end with an even more elegant mechanism, which is kind of the coronation of everything that we have seen before in this series, the jewel in the crown. It's dynamic binding. Dynamic binding goes beyond information hiding by enabling us to write various pieces of software by knowing in each one of them as little as possible about the internals of the others and protecting ourselves against future changes in the details of the other classes. So welcome to this lecture on single inheritance, and get ready to discover these beautiful concepts of inheritance, polymorphism, and dynamic binding.